Hi, everybody. Welcome to WCAX. That's our live desk streaming show. Our Kendall Claire on today. I think this actually might be your first. Is this your first time on Extra?
Yes, it is. Well, I think you guys ran. I did a story on Alyssa's
That's right.
Dancing with the Stars event. So you guys ran the package, but you had her on instead to kind of talk about her experience. But yes, first time.
Gotcha.
My story, me talking about it.
Gotcha. Very, very exciting. So we're talking about the Winooski Mosaic here. You know, it's a big effort to get more people shopping around Main Street. That Main Street construction now is now in its second year. And I know you talked to some businesses. What are they saying about this as far as foot traffic, into their places?
Kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
So construction started at the kind of end of March, beginning of April. A couple businesses I talked to said they noticed like a decline sort of right away.
Yeah.
That some of the regulars still come in, but they're not really seeing any new business. And then I also talked to a business where he said, I haven't really noticed much of a difference. He says, too, it's been really great. Sometimes their parking lot gets blocked. And of course, you can't have customers if your parking lot's blocked. So the construction crews will come in and buy lunch there instead to sort of help generate business. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag, but it's hard to say if that's what it's going to be like for the rest of the construction season because they're just starting to launch this marketing campaign.
And, as far as this campaign goes, what does this entail? I know from the beginning of this week, us in the morning show, we aired the story about the raffles. That's a receipt raffle.
Yep.
That's not just Main Street, though. Is that every Winooski business?
Not entirely clear, actually.
Okay.
I was thinking about that yesterday. Their press release, I think, just says any business, but then when I talked to their communications director yesterday, he said businesses on Main Street.
Yeah.
But that, surprisingly, he's like, it can be any business on Main Street. It can be your restaurants. It can be, your hair salons.
Yeah.
But he also said you could keep your receipt from the Walgreens and submit that,
it still
too.
works, yeah.
So regardless of whether or not it's a local business or a chain, you can still submit those receipts.
So you get those receipts. I don't know if I was clear with this in the beginning, but you get those receipts. You submit for the raffle.
Yeah.
And then what are the drawings and what are the prizes here?
Yeah, so it happens, you can submit them online or
Yep.
you can submit them in person at City Hall. You'll just need to add in your contact information so they can reach out to you. And essentially at the end of every month, they're going to pull a couple receipts and you can receive gift cards to some of the different businesses on Main Street, both restaurants or any places that provide a service, like I said, like a hair salon or a place where you can get your nails done.
Well, it's kind of nice, too, especially if it's just something that you're already going to. If I'm going to
And
Walgreens.
that's exactly what they were saying. Like, this is something, hopefully, that's not an extra lift for people. So it might just be, like, sort of like an incidental bonus, but it might also be a way to draw new people down the road and getting them into these businesses.
So other than the the raffle there, what else does this entail? Like signage, the social media stuff, right?
Yeah, a couple different things. So they're taking out print ads and bus ads. Actually, sorry, they already have some bus ads out in Green Mountain Transit buses. So look for those. They are also going to have wayfinding signage for pedestrians to help them understand that this thoroughfare is still open. Of course, it is only one way, but there is still parking available for people who want to go and pop into these businesses. They also are launching a social media campaign. They're going to spotlight individual businesses, talk about what they can offer. And then they're also going to be a little bit more proactive about sharing construction updates on social media as well, to sort of highlight the achievement and the progress being made. It can be really hard to tell when you're driving up and down that road.
Yeah,
it
what
looks
really
like there's
what's
so
around?
much
Yeah,
work left to be done. So I think it'll be a good way for people to know that like progress is being made on this. We're not going to be stuck in this kind of construction phase forever.
Yeah. My last thing here: when's wrap up? A couple years.
So the construction is supposed to end in 2026. So it'll pause again this winter, obviously, as all construction does. But next year it's going to be minimally obstructive work. So it's going to be things like street lamps, sidewalks, adding in some, plants, kind of beautify
I got to freshen up a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. But this year will be sort of that last phase of that heavy construction where you see all these big machines, lots of digging.
Oh yeah. I'm well aware that traffic is getting diverted too. It's a bit of a hassle if you're driving that way. So.
Oh, it can definitely be a hassle, but I think it's at the end of the day, like a lot of these businesses are saying, like we're still here, we still need your support, and I think especially in Winooski. It's, I think, the most diverse city in Vermont, and so a lot of these people are new Americans too, so they already are facing challenges coming here, and of course, construction is just.
I think it's a nice refresh as far as I think it's a nice refresh as far as just reminding people to get back out and enjoy these businesses. So, yeah. All right, we'll press play on this, but almost said Calvin. Wow, Kendall.
There's a lot of CK names here.
Yeah, Kendall. We'll press play on this and kind of just give people an idea of who you talk to here from Winooski, and get some stuff, especially as we're getting right into the weekend too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great time to go out.
Great, Kendall. Thanks so much.
I'm not trying to downplay the fact that it's going to impact businesses, because it is, but there's less of a hysteria. There's less of a major concern, and a lot less outreach and saying, what are you doing for us?
Following outcry from businesses last year about lack of support from the city, officials say they've spent a lot of time listening to owners to understand the challenges presented by ongoing construction. New messaging around temporary routes and permanent progress has reportedly helped.
It's been definitely a better year. We've been handling stuff as it happens, but it's been quieter for sure, which is great.
As a part of the new Winooski Mosaic marketing campaign, officials launched a receipt raffle this week. Whenever you shop or dine in Winooski, city officials want you to save your receipts. You can submit them online or in person at City Hall for the chance to win monthly prizes. You'll also start to see more print and bus ads, wayfinding signage, and social media spotlights on individual businesses and construction updates. It comes as some businesses say they experienced an immediate drop-off in business when construction started back up in April.
Everything's up to the air. I hope I'm hanging there. You can see my business is empty. I cannot get any, it's no customer much. So I cannot hire anybody to work.
But others echo the city's positive outlook.
We really haven't seen much of a fall off at all. So if anything, we're actually increasing from week to week. So, I don't have a bad thing to say about it, because I think it's great it's getting done.
Again, some good reminders there as far as some businesses in Winooski that need some love.
And we were talking about the in Montpelier, what are they calling it? Cash mob happening this weekend.
So kind of something similar. Peter's talking about is another big push to get out and shop local in Montpelier. State Street construction's happening there too. So bring your cash, bring a wallet full of cash.
Yeah, and you know what? If you want to hit up the stores and restaurants this weekend, it's probably a good weekend to do so.
Yeah, I think actually, now that I think of it, Winooski has the Main Street construction.
Yep.
Montpelier has State Street construction.
Yep.
And then Burlington also has the construction there too. We did, I think, all three.
Yeah.
This morning.
We talked about it, yesterday and this morning. And again, probably a good weekend to probably get out and support some of those local businesses, especially inside, because we're talking about more showers and thunderstorms making their arrival, especially into the day tomorrow. For now, though, we'll show you satellite and radar. I want to show you this. We did have a line of showers and thunderstorms marching across Lake Ontario. Notice them just falling apart, though, as they begin to enter western portions of New York out towards Watertown. Those really not going to make it to our neck of the woods, but we could still see the chance of a few showers and thunderstorms bubbling up here through the second half of the day today. Temperatures already back into the 60s and 70s, and most of us going to talk daytime highs in the 70s and 80s here as we head towards this afternoon. Here's how the day shapes up on Futurecast again. A few showers and thunderstorms potentially bubbling up here and there through the second half of the day today. These are kind of fairly scattered, isolated in nature. Not every one of us sees a shower or a thunderstorm, but just kind of keep your eye to the sky. Maybe have that Channel 3 First Alert weather app handy so you can see them on radar, as we do see these showers and thunderstorms bubbling up here this afternoon, this evening. We head into the day tomorrow, dry out there, but then as we head towards midday tomorrow, notice the showers and thunderstorms making their arrival once again. Some of these thunderstorms here through the second half of the day tomorrow could potentially be on the stronger side. Thunderstorms continuing into tomorrow evening. Thunderstorms wrapping up tomorrow night, but we're still hanging on to rain showers Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. Sunday probably looking a bit drier, but yes, we are still dodging those scattered rain showers basically right through the course of your day on Sunday. As we talked about, some of the thunderstorms tomorrow could potentially be on the stronger side. It's a level 1 out of 5 risk here for severe weather, so that just means severe weather fairly isolated in nature. Maybe 1 or 2 stronger storms pop up, and if they do pop up, the biggest main threats would be maybe some gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour, a little bit of small hail possible, but I think we're all going to see a decent amount of rain here for your day on Saturday. Temperatures tomorrow, a bit cooler, back into the 70s with those showers and thunderstorms. Even cooler though for Sunday. We have those lingering rain showers, temperatures in the 60s here Sunday, and that's just a preview of what we get going for next week. As a matter of fact, Monday, Tuesday, daytime highs stuck in the 50s, and really not going to improve all that much here through much of next week. Even looking all the way out to next weekend, I think we're still talking temperatures generally in the 60s. So from summer-like temperatures to below normal temperatures here as we head towards next week. First, though, today, still hanging on to that summer-like warmth, if you will. Upper 70s, lower 80s out there this afternoon. We have that daytime heating. We will talk about the chance of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms bubbling up here and there through the afternoon hours today. Tonight, overnight lows, they'll fall back into the 50s and 60s overhead. A few clouds overhead and into your day tomorrow. Most of us going to talk temperatures in the 60s and 70s tomorrow afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms. Again, a few of those thunderstorms could potentially be on the stronger side of things here through the second half of the day for your day on Saturday. Again, planning out your day, once again, a warm and muggier day. Just keep your eye to the sky here for any afternoon and evening plans today. 7-day forecast, again, rain showers lingering Sunday and Monday. Definitely cooler for Monday and Tuesday as well. Temperatures in the 50s, back to the upper 50s and lower 60s here for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And again, even as we look out past the 7-day forecast, excuse me, It does look like the 60s continuing Friday and even into next weekend, but that might be potentially good news because we are talking about the Vermont City Marathon next weekend.
That's right.
As well.
A big event for a lot of us. I think Alyssa's running it.
Yeah.
I think, what is she doing? She's doing the relay or half.
I can't remember.
I should know this. But she's going to be out there. I'm volunteering. Sophia's volunteering. It's going to be a great day. So I think, the warm temperature not being that day would be pretty nice.
I think any of the runners will be thankful for 60s over the 80s that we'll be talking about today.
Yeah, and especially for me, too. I had the fun task of installing an AC yesterday.
Okay.
I say installing it, just putting it in the window.
Putting it in the window.
I was really worried that I was going to put it in the window and
fall right out.
But we jerry-rigged it. It was all right. But pretty warm, especially now. It's kind of like, I feel like just in the last week or so.
Oh, I know.
It really has heated up quite a bit.
Especially if you don't have the air conditioning and the windows quite yet. Sleeping the past couple nights haven't been all that great. Rather warm and muggy.
This is kind of that transitional phase.
Definitely that transitional phase where we're starting to transition to some more summer-like heat. But hey, it's there for today. Then definitely getting a whole lot cooler. Yeah.
Well, I'll say it this way: we got a lot of events this weekend. I know we got some rain, thunder showers, stuff like that.
Yep.
But a lot of them are shopping focused. You know what I mean? So hey, you know what? Bring a jacket and then just pop into a restaurant.
Hit up the stores, go to the restaurants. Yeah,
it'd be good. So I say spend some money. Anyway, have fun this weekend and whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah.
So thanks, Peter. All right, we'll see you at noon.